right? And you know, they've had grocery stores and just about everything else in there.
Her dad was a visionary. There's no doubt, man. He was sharp.
Well, they are still going strong, and Ace Hardware is continuing their business here in Smyrna, and we appreciate them helping us bring you issues that are facing North Rutherford County. Mike, I feel kind of scared.
We're squeezed. We're in a little. You need to tell them where we're sitting at.
We are in a booth here at El Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, and they've got plenty of room.
And how many people we got squeezing?
Well, see, you know, I never know with you if we're going to have one guest or if we're going to have 25 guests. So we just have to kind of wing it.
Call being spontaneous.
Yes, that's you. Spontaneous.
We've got six students and 8. So we're kind of squeezed, kind of like the little VW. You put a little Beetle.
Like a little clown car, everybody can get out. You know, this is just this is a very large restaurant here, and we appreciate Arnold helping us out and giving us a spot here to broadcast from today and bring some of these high school students in. And I can read most of the handwriting here from all of these young people. Anna McNamara is from Lavergne High School, and Brad Rodell. See, look at that. And then Orlando, I'm not sure how do you say your last name again? Now, use that microphone there.
Hoylet.
Hoylet.
Yep.
All right. I can see that. You write like a doctor. Are you going to go into the medical profession or something like that?
Engineer.
Engineer. Well, yeah, that's engineering writing for you.
Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Jessica Irwin from Smyrna as well, and also from Las Casas, Logan Smith, and Morgan Higginbotham from Lavergne as well. So they are all here. They will be walking the path to get the diploma tomorrow. I see big smiles everywhere too. That's quite an accomplishment. Mike, we did this last year. What is the thought behind having these folks as guests?
Well, I don't know. I guess Smyrna and Lavergne always kind of thought of themselves as rivalries, I guess. But I can see there's not much
as they all laugh.
But I thought it'd be good to kind of get their thoughts and this generation. I tell you, I got Orlando helped me put this together, and sharp young man here. He's been at our Rotary Club, and I know he's really involved with our Interact with Rotary, and so he helped me put it together. But he sent me a little on that text message you sent me. You had a scripture on there. What was it? Proverbs.
I'm not quite sure actually.
You had it on there.
I sent it to certain groups, and you weren't in any of my groups. So I was like wondering how you got it.
Yeah, it was Proverbs. I think it's I think it's the proverb where it says, train a child in the way he should go. When he's older, he will not depart.
22:6.
I thought it was 3:5.
Nah, that's 3:5 is trust in the Lord all your heart, lean not on your own understanding.
All right, that was it. Amen. All right, that was good, man. That's all right. Well, see, there's hope, and I like that because that gives us hope for this next generation. Because I can tell you, there's a lot of older people out there that's probably thinking, man, the next generation, you know, we got to rely on y'all to be the future leaders. And I just like when I see something positive like that, it just, I don't know, it's kind of inspiring.
But didn't they do the same thing with your generation and mine, which came much later on?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the older generation was saying, oh my goodness, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Yeah.
What have we raised up here?
Yeah, well, they always step up and surprise you, you know, and it's like this volunteerism we're seeing this flood. We'll see a lot of young people. I'm sure these folks will be stepping up and helping a whole lot. You know, I see some thumbs up right now, so that's great.
You know, Orlando and I were talking earlier about Interact, and I remember when I was in high school, Interact, but I was never involved. I really didn't know much about that, but that's kind of a community service project as well.
Oh yeah, Interact group. I mean, basically we just do whatever we can to help the community. I know the president, Sid Sinha, I mean, he pretty much kind of send emails to anyone, ask around Boys and Girls Club. I know in December we did a Christmas party with the Boys and Girls Club of Rutherford County. Just kind of help them out, just serve food and do whatever we could.
Well, for some reason we could not hear you, but I think I can flip a switch and make that happen now. So what were you saying, Orlando? Again?
Oh, well, Interact, basically what we do is just help the community in any way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Our presidents and secretaries just kind of go out, email different people saying, what can we do to help? I know Sid Sinha, he's our president for this year and next year coming up. Especially like in December, he talked to the Boys and Girls Club of Rutherford County. And we pretty much just kind of helped them out during their Christmas party, serving food to little kids and whatnot.
We have a lot of folks here, and we want to talk to all of them. Brad, I'm going to come over to you since I wasn't looking at you, and then I can totally surprise you with a question here. Smyrna High School, Have you grown up here in Smyrna?
Yeah, I've always lived here.
What is neat about Smyrna High School? What do you think?
I've talked to a lot of other people who go to different schools, and their main problem is that it's really cliquey and not kind of joined together group. But at least the way I feel, I have like friends from every different social group you can think of, and I've really loved being able to make so many friends that I wouldn't have been friends with probably if I wasn't there. I just feel like it's a really good community type of school, in my opinion.
Now, he's kind of tall.
Yeah, he is tall.
I asked Brad earlier, if he played basketball, and he said no, but you were a swimmer, right?
Yes, swimming is the hardest sport that you could ever participate in. We don't get enough credit and enough glory, I guess. But
what makes it hard?
We practice before school and after school, like every day of the week. During Christmas break we're there, during fall break we're there, and it's just every other coach or every other practice your coach never really tells you when not to breathe, but our coach can even limit our breathing. So
wow, that's kind of power.
But it's awesome.
The reason I ask that is, we deal a lot with high school sports here, and seeing young people excel in their sport is one thing, but it always comes back to something that you're passionate about that also keeps you busy. I think it was Orlando who was saying he was a little bored because I guess you didn't have school today, and looking for something to do. And Mike, that's when trouble comes about.
You gotta stay busy.
One of my friends who was a principal in Rutherford County Schools said, we asked about all these programs. I mean, they had chess, and they had all of these different programs for the kids outside of athletics as well. And the reason behind that was if there are kids involved in things and we can keep them in the doors and we can keep them involved and engaged, then they're not out running the streets and making trouble. And I really think our school system does a lot of that. These teachers, like Mr. Ferris, who was here,
Yeah.
I mean, he gave up his afternoon to come in to promote something that was going on in the school.
You know he really cares.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've seen that in action, just like the service projects that you mentioned.
Brad, you were involved in swimming. Any other things?
I played tennis until I dislocated my shoulder this year. And a lot of clubs and a lot of stuff from church too.
So you keep really busy.
Oh yeah, I hardly have any time. Well, now I have too much time, but
You'll find something.
yeah.
Your years at Smyrna, do you think they will be preparing you for the future?
Definitely. I mean,
How so?
We've got awesome teachers at our school, and I'll talk to friends of mine who are in college, and we're learning the same stuff that they are. I feel really prepared socially and mentally in every aspect just to go on to the next phase. Even I don't feel like I don't like change anyway, but I mean, I feel like I can handle it. I'm ready for it.
Now, graduation is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
And so, what are your future plans? Will we see you running for political office or anything?
Actually, I tell a lot of people that I plan to run for president, but I was half joke. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I have to go in. Right now I'm going in with an undecided major, just because, not because I don't like doing anything, but because there's too many things that I think I would like to do. So I'm trying not to limit myself, I guess.
It's kind of hard to I went in with a broadcasting major. I knew what I wanted to do, but some people don't, and that's okay. A lot of stigmatism goes with that undecided major. It's like, well, you're just going to go. But that's not the case.
One thing to follow is Dan Miller, which we've had on the show, 48 Days to the Work You Love. He's a career coach, and my advice was y'all ought to check out his website, 48days.com, and that's what he talks about. Like Brian said, follow your passion, follow something that you really get yourself doing, and try to, if there's a way, find a way to go and do it. If you like sports, maybe sports medicine or something like that.
Just don't drop the diploma when you get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You'll hold on for dear life to
Don't
that.
trip on the stage.
Yeah, don't trip on the stage, all those things. Well, we're going to talk to some of the other folks who are gathered here. We do need to break to check on the news. And when we come back, we'll continue the conversation from El Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, a great place with everyday lunch specials and Nissan employees.